The ushers normally arrive at least a half an hour before the beginning of the service. The ushers serves as the forerunner for the service. In essence, they prepare the church for the parishioners.
Lord, we want to thank you for waking us up this morning and starting us on our way.
They would place the bulletins in the proper places, especially on the choir loft or the pulpit. They would check the pews to see if there are collection envelopes available. Once the service starts, everything is in place for parishioner and the guests. Hemingway is part of the National United Church Ushers Association of America Incorporated. We practice our training at the School of Ushering. We only use signs and signals to communicate in the service. There's very little talking going on among the ushers. Once the parishioners arrive at church, they are greeted by a usher at the door with a smile, welcoming them to the Hemingway Church and extending to them a program and offering them a seat. It is important to have a certain personality or a demeanor that will be inviting to that parishioner or guest, because you never know who is coming in through your doors. And the first person that they meet will be an usher. Once service starts, we try to seat all visiting guests or any parishioners towards the front and move towards the back, so that any late parishioners or guests which arrive do not necessarily disrupt the service by going up to the front. We normally have ushers in the aisles from 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the number of ushers that you have serving that day. Because of our aisles are narrow, the ushers turn their back to the wall to allow for the relieving ushers to come to stand behind them. Being a church usher is important because an usher keeps order and decorum within the service. As an usher, you just need to be focused and always cognizant of what's going on in the service. I don't know if anyone who have attended a service would actually notice that when an usher is on duty, and even when they are going through the prayer position, their eyes are never closed. They always have the head bow, but they always are surfacing the congregation, because you never know when one may be ill, or something other incident may be occurring, and it is your duty to protect that congregation. Being an usher on duty and being also a parishioner, to me, is a dual function. It is not unusual to see an usher who are on duty to get involved in the service, because the Spirit will flow anywhere at any time. You always have to be cognizant as an usher in the aisles, so you try not to be overwhelmed. However, if you're overwhelmed by the Spirit, there's nothing which you can do but just let it go, and just let the usher in charge would send a relief down to your position. I am an usher because God has given me that talent, and He also has given me a blessing to be a blessing to others.